What is good? It's your boy SimD'sReviews. I'm back in with another video, and today's video is going to be about E3 2018, man. I know I'm just chilling, relaxing. It's a different type of view. Usually I'm either standing up. Last video I made, I was sitting down, but I'm getting ready to go to the gym in about an hour or so. So I like to relax, chill out before I go for 2 hours in the gym and work out like crazy. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about E3 2018, man. And this is gonna be a rant video. This is not gonna be a rant video specifically directed at one company. It's gonna be a rant video directed at the pathetic, crybaby, grown men who cry over the fact that they haven't gotten a game that they want, or the pathetic crybaby grown woman who also cry over the same thing. All right, so let me just start it off simple. I'm gonna go from every conference that started. First conference of the entire thing was EA, right? Yeah, EA. Trash. I'm not even gonna bother talking about them. It was garbage. I don't care. I did not care about anything that they had to talk about. I did not care about the kid who plays Madden walking on stage. Like, it's about getting that money. It's about getting that money. Don't care about it. Stupid. No one cares. Anyway, so that's trash. Let's get that out of the way. The next conference, if I remember correctly, was Microsoft. So here's the thing about Microsoft. All right, so I think their whole thing was 18 exclusives, and I think it was 19 world premieres or something like that, right? So a lot of people were happy with what Microsoft did. A lot of people thought that they did pretty good. I don't really care. I don't own an Xbox. So I watched it just to watch it because I knew that they were going to be announcing a lot of third-party games. I knew that they were. Like Devil May Cry. I want that game. I want Devil May Cry 5. Like, it looks dope. And they announced it at Microsoft's conference. So, I watched it for that. Here's the problem with Microsoft, and it's not really a problem with Microsoft. It's more a problem with the fanboys, the gaming fanboys. So everything that Microsoft announced was either third party, right? Console launch exclusive, which means launching first on Xbox, launching later on PS4, PC, etc. Well, yeah, launching later on PS4, PC, whatever. That's what that means, in case you didn't know. So, third party, every world premiere was a third party game, as far as I can remember. Every single one of them was a third party game, meaning it's coming to PS4, it might come to Switch, PC, not just Xbox. So, there's that. Again, half of their exclusives were console launch premieres, console launch exclusives. So it's going to come to Xbox first, and then it's going to go to Switch, PS4, and everything else, right? So that's, again, I think they said 18 exclusives. So that's about 9 of the exclusives. And the rest is exclusives, which they don't have anymore. And this is my problem with the gaming community. Everyone complains about Microsoft not having exclusives. Well, they don't have exclusives because it's simple. They have a commitment to the Windows platform. Now, guys, let me ask you a question. Before Xbox existed, what was Microsoft? Wasn't it a multi-billion-dollar computer company? Windows, that's Microsoft, right? Windows, Microsoft Word, etc. That's what Microsoft is, right? So the fact that they don't have exclusives anymore, it's because they have a commitment to their parent company, Microsoft. Microsoft already existed before Xbox did. Microsoft existed long before Xbox did. So the fact that they're now doing this whole cross, you can play anywhere thing, that's why they don't have exclusives anymore. Microsoft will never have exclusives ever again. Xbox will never have exclusives ever again unless they decommit to the Windows platform, which I don't see happening, because why would you decommit to the original company? As far as I'm concerned, Microsoft will never ever have another exclusive game that's only on Xbox and not on other platforms like PC. From this point forward, I think it was 2 years ago that they announced Play Everywhere. From then till now, and this point forward, they will forever have their games on PC, even if they're first party games. That's why Gears of War is on PC. That's why Halo is on PC. Those games are going to be continuing to go to PC. And the games that are not on PC yet will probably end up on PC in the near future. Why? Because they have committed to Windows. Period. Y'all gonna need to get over it. They committed to Windows. And again, I don't care for Xbox because I don't have an Xbox. And their games don't really intrigue me. I'm not a big, I won't say I hate first-person shooters. There are only a couple first-person shooter games that I actually will play. Far Cry 3, the 007 games, and the old House of the Dead games. Even House of the Dead Overkill was pretty dope. So there's a couple of first-person shooter games that I actually play, but that's it. I don't care for first-person shooters. I don't care for Call of Duty. I don't care for those games. I just don't care for it. I'm not a multiplayer guy who's online, paying for multiplayer every freaking month. I don't do that. I don't care about it. I just don't care. There's only one game that, in the last year and a half, maybe 2, maybe 3 years, there's only one game that I actually played online. That's Friday the 13th. That's it. That's it. But anyway, as far as I'm concerned, Xbox will never have another exclusive game. Ever. There's not going to ever be, as far as I'm concerned, there's not going to ever be another game that's only on Xbox. There's not. They have committed to Windows. And I don't understand how you guys don't understand that. They are committed to their own company. They're committed to their own company. So that's Microsoft. Everyone thinks that they won E3. They didn't win anything. Microsoft announced things that we already knew were coming, that we already knew they had in the bag, and then announced a bunch of multi-platform games. How did they win E3 when they announced Devil May Cry 5? That literally when they announced it was open for pre-order for PS4. They showed Metro Exodus pre-order for PS4. Every game, all the world premieres they showed are multi-platform games. So how do they win anything? And then half of their exclusive content is also going to be going to other platforms later too. How do they win anything? And that's another thing about the whole gaming community. It's all about winning E3. No, it's not. And I used to think this way too. When I was younger, 2, 3, 4 years ago. I used to think this way too. It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna tell you guys something that you guys probably don't want to hear. The only thing that matters to all of these companies, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, Steam, sales. That's the only thing that matters. Sales. There was a rumor that Sony was gonna announce backwards compatibility at E3. The second I saw it, I said, no, they're not. No, they're not. The PS4 is about to be gone. They're about to make the PS5. Why would they announce backwards compatibility now? And they might actually announce it later. I don't know. Or they might just say, oh, it's available. Just boom. Just go on PSN and you can download whatever games you want. They might do that later. Who knows? But why would they do that? Especially when they're beating the competition by millions, several millions. They said Xbox, when they last said about Xbox sales, they said Xbox sales were around the mid-30s to 40 million. Sony is pushing 85 to 90 million right now. They don't need to do anything else at E3 ever again for the rest of this console cycle up until PS5. They don't. So that's Microsoft. After Microsoft, who? Bethesda. I don't really care about Bethesda. I don't play Elder Scrolls. I don't play none of that. I don't care about that. If they had show like an Evil Within 3 or something, then I'd be like, okay, I'm interested in that. I thought Evil Within is a pretty dope game. So I'm interested in that, but they didn't show that. So I don't care. Who's after Bethesda? Uh Ubisoft was, yeah, Ubisoft I think was after that. No. Square Enix. Square Enix was trash. They showed a bunch of stuff that everyone knew. I didn't even watch it. But based on what I heard, it was just hot garbage. It was 20 minutes and it was hot garbage. So let's not talk about them. And then Ubisoft, I don't care about Ubisoft because they didn't show anything about Splinter Cell, so I don't care. Only thing I would have cared about was Splinter Cell. Assassin's Creed at this point, it's all over the place. There's an Assassin's Creed every year. I know they took like the 2 years off for Origins, but this one's before Origins, and like they're not even like assassins. Like they're just Spartan warriors. That's it. Like they didn't have the assassin garb on. They didn't have like none of that stuff. So I mean I probably would play it, but I really don't care that much about it. So there's that. Um, that was Ubisoft. What else did Ubisoft show? I didn't really watch it. I really wasn't paying attention. It was on my TV, but I wasn't paying attention to it because nothing about it intrigued me. So Ubisoft was done. And then the next conference, I think, was Sony's. And this is really what I want to talk about the most. This is really what, because this is what I talk about when I talk about pathetic, crying grown men and women on Twitter. Now, before I even say anything about that, I barely even go on Twitter. Only reason why I have a Twitter account is because it was a requirement for one of my classes at my school, at my college, Penn State. It was a requirement for SOC 108. SOC 108. It was a requirement that you had a Twitter account. You literally got graded for having a Twitter account because you had to post a tweet every day before class. So you got credit for that. So that's the only reason I have a Twitter. But for the most part, I'll go up there, check on stuff periodically. I'm a big sneakerhead, so I have a Twitter, so I click on like Nike links and stuff like that so I can get sneakers. But oh my gosh, man, the crying, yo. So Sony told the world like about a month ago or 2 months ago, they said, we're going to focus on 4 games. Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us Part 2, and Spider-Man. We're going to focus on those games. So I went into this like, okay, so they're only going to focus on 4 games. That's exactly what I expect. I figured it would have been 30 minutes Spider-Man, 30 minutes Ghost of Tsushima, 30 minutes Last of Us, 30 minutes, what's it called? Death Stranding, 30 minutes of, that's what I figured it was going to be. I didn't expect anything in between. But they had things in between. So they showed a game called Control. That looks pretty dope. I think I might pick that up. When it comes out, I gotta see more about it. They showed some Call of Duty stuff. Again, I don't care about Call of Duty. They showed Neo 2. That's dope. I'm probably going to pick that up. They showed some things in between. And then they showed 5 exclusive games before this, like throughout the week. And then they showed more stuff after the conference was over. So they showed a new From Software game, a new VR game from Software. And what else did they show? They showed some other stuff too. And then they showed some Spider-Man gameplay. But my God, man. So I went on Twitter I just went on Twitter. I wanted to see what new Supreme drops was going to drop this week. Well, this week. So there's some Supreme sneakers dropping this week. But anyway, that's not it. But anyway, so I went on Twitter and I'm just watching and reading the tweets of these pathetic fanboys. So people were crying that Spyro was not shown, right? Meanwhile, if you just look at the PlayStation schedule, you'll see that they're going to have an entire showcase for Spyro tomorrow at 12:45. An entire showcase for it. So if you just actually pay attention and wait, you'll actually get what you want. Someone else complained about how they didn't show Dreams. Well, you weren't paying attention to the conference then, were you? Every single transition from game to game was Dreams. And then guess what they did after the conference? They showed Dreams. And guess what they're doing tomorrow? They're going to show Dreams. Sony specifically told you that they're going to show 4 games and focus on 4 games. You knew this. So why are you crying about it now? Right? And again, people are saying, well, Sony didn't win E3. They don't need to win E3. Why is it about winning a conference? Again, Microsoft didn't win to me. If anybody won, based on what everyone's saying, it's Ubisoft. And they're not even a console manufacturer. They are a party, a publishing studio. So you're saying a publishing studio won E3. Well, if they won, then that means everyone won because their games are going to be going on every platform, right? But anyway, so, and then this is the one that got me. This is the one that really got me. Someone said on Twitter, someone was like, Crash fans and Spyro fans, they've gotten, a glimpse of what they wanted. But I really feel bad for the MediEvil fans. And then there's someone's Twitter handle that's like a MediEvil Twitter handle. I don't know if it's the official MediEvil Twitter handle. I don't know, but it's like a MediEvil Twitter handle. They added them. It was like so and so at MediEvil or whatever they are. So and so. Sony should have done something for him. He has been waiting for a long time. And I'm just sitting back like, Sony is a multi-billion-dollar company. So basically what you're saying is that this guy on Twitter, who's probably not even the official MediEvil Twitter, Sony was supposed to pull out all the stops for him and give him a personal 30-minute gameplay trailer. Because he's been waiting. Newsflash. MediEvil was announced at PSX. That was 6 months ago. Or not a little over 6 months ago. Have you ever considered that maybe the game's in development? You guys realize God of War was in development for 5 years before they showed anything, right? They showed God of War for the first time at E3 2016. It was in development for 3 years earlier before that. So 3 years it took. When did they show the first Last of Us stuff? 2016 E3. They showed us the first game 2 years later tonight. What is the matter with you guys? This is why people don't take gaming seriously. This is why people don't take the gaming community seriously. Because it's pathetic. It's pathetic. You got people legitimately crying on Twitter. I'm so disappointed I didn't get to see any MediEvil footage. The game was announced 6 months ago. 6 months ago. Ghost of Tsushima was in development for 3 years before we got any glimpse of it. We got a first glimpse of it, I think. I think we got a first glimpse of it at E3 2017, I think. And it was in development 3 years before that. We got the first gameplay ever tonight. Ever. Of Ghost of Tsushima tonight. You was expecting them to say, oh, here's some MediEvil gameplay. And just so you know, the game's available tonight on PSN. Go download it. No, they're not going to know. The game's not even made yet. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And I've been seeing this for a long time, and I had to talk about it tonight. Because it's so annoying and sad to see. It's pathetic. Crying over a company that just wants your money. That's it. I saw someone say, I'm disappointed. They said Sony's conference was pretty good, but I'm just disappointed they didn't show any MediEvil. I don't think I'm gonna support them from now on. Okay, so then you're not gonna buy MediEvil then, right? Because that's an exclusive to PlayStation, right? That's their franchise. So you're not gonna buy it, right? Since you're not gonna support them no more, you're not gonna buy it, right? Right? It's mind-boggling to me. Crying. Keep crying. It's mind-boggling to me. It really is. It really is. No Spyro, no Dreams. That's coming tomorrow. They told you they wasn't going to show. They said they wasn't going to show nothing. And then there's a YouTuber. I'm not going to say no names, so remember, I don't like that clout stuff. I don't go chasing clout. YouTuber. I'm subscribed to his channel, by the way. I'm subscribed to his channel, by the way. He was complaining about how, Sony might be scared because Xbox announced the Xbox 2, or they said they're making it. So Sony better show something. They better say something about the PS5. Why would Sony be scared, and why would they have to say something about the PS5 when we've known the PS5 is existing? It has been in existence since what? 2016? Why do they need to say anything about the PS5 when we know that it's coming? They're already talking about something. It's got the Navi in it. Vega. They're already talking about Ryzen. Like, they're already talking about specs. They're saying that it's already out on the market. They're saying they already got dev kits out. Why do they need to say anything? We know it exists. We know it exists. Why do they need to say something? We know it exists. That's it, guys. That's just my rant, man. I really hate it's pathetic. I would not call myself a gamer because of that. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. That's why people don't take gaming seriously. Because people cry over the dumbest little things. No MediEvil. They announced it 6 months ago. Someone said they're not going to show us anything for 3 years. Maybe. They might not show us anything for 3 years because it seems that's how long development time is. That's it, guys. You don't have to, I'm not going to give you the whole spew. Like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe. This was a rant, and that's pretty much it. I'll holler at y'all later. One.